What is happening, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a little modification of a paddleboard leash to make it safer for river trips. And I am going to be taking a standard leash, and this is one I just finished, and we're going to make it so it can break away. So if you were going down and got your leash wrapped on a log or a stick, or your board went somewhere you didn't want to go, it is an easy pull to get out. Now I'm going to change this up so it's more visible and easier to get a hold of. There are store-bought ones. This is what inspired me. This is an Amazon one. I believe it was close to $30. You can wear it on your waist, and same thing, when you pull that red ball, that shackle opens up and sets you free. When I was wearing it on the river, instead of adding extra gear, I had that in the car, and my life jacket, my river PFD, has straps, and I would attach to the same side that I'd wear my bear spray just for index, and the other end of this leash was attached to my paddleboard, and same thing, when I pull, that just separates you from your board. So I'm going to be zooming way in to show how to do it. It's going to be a longer video when I kick it off, because I am starting from scratch. Now, it took me a while to play around to get this one figured out with what parts go where. The bonus is now I've got it figured out, so I'm going to be doing that with my wife's leash and showing you the steps. The cool thing is, what I wanted to do was not end up with a whole bunch of extra stuff and extra wasted items just sitting around. So I wanted to take our existing leash and make it work. Now, this one had been exactly like my wife's. This is exactly like the leash our friend was wearing when she had a very scary situation. That's what's inspired me to make these, to make all of my family's paddleboards a lot safer. And with doing so, she had been in a bad spot where her board got hung up on a log and she fell the other way. And because of some other circumstances, she could not get down. This was around her leg, or her ankle. She could not get down to get that Velcro off. And thankfully, her husband was able to get the other end broke loose from the board. But that really had me wanting something safer for all my family, and also to come up with a design pretty inexpensive, pretty user-friendly, that my friends could do or I could do for them to make theirs safer as well. So with these stock leashes, they have a pivot point and 2 Allen screws. We are going to focus on the end that goes to the person. The other end attaches to the board. The whole idea is you're going to have this come off, the rest will stay with the board. So you're not going to have loose stuff hanging off that could continue to get caught. You're going to break away clean. The other cool part, I'm going to put the stock one away for a minute, is with the design I came up with, it breaks clean from the ankle leash. You know, wear it how you normally do if you're comfortable with that. The other cool thing is, if you'd be more comfortable having it on your PFD, maybe you've got a tether on there already. My buddy has a rescue vest that has a load-bearing ring that he can attach to. But on mine, you know, I could put this on there, and then same thing, if I need to get out, it breaks away free. So, anywho, let's get into the design process. The best part is the 2 items you need are going to be a quick release shackle. Now, these pivot at the bottom, and when you pull, this part's spring loaded, and it simply lowers the plunger, and then it returns up. Clips into place, drops away. These are, I mean, they vary. I think I was in the ballpark of about $5 each for these. The other piece that is helpful is, it's hard to see with my shirt, they're almost the same color, is a little parachute cord loop. That parachute cord loop is going to be what attaches that shackle to your leash. So that parachute cord loop is going to be nice because that does allow that to pivot still, and it is incredibly strong where if you break that parachute cord, you've got way bigger problems on your hands. Now the other piece that you need, and I will hold this with some pliers, is just a small split ring. You can see hopefully the difference in size for the stock one and the other, and you could use a bigger one. Again, I was trying to minimize the extra stuff that I needed, and so you might notice on my leash that I made, it's got the small one on there. And so all that small one has to do is keep the pin from going back in. It also gives you the point to connect your safety pole. And again, I am going to change this out with something bigger, brighter, easier to see and grab, although this has been working very well for me. And so I end up taking this split ring out, replacing it with this little guy, and then the other, sorry, I forgot where I put something. The other one that I take off ends up going back on the leash. And so I'm gonna be swapping out so the camera is down, and the next video we're gonna look step by step how to get from your standard stock leash to one that has a quick release breakaway for if your board gets stuck or you really need to get off quick.